Hi, this is the Drowned God, and I'm here with the Magic the Gathering team here on YouTube, Mana Salsa. Once again, here are our team members. From Ireland, we have JackOnlyByTheNight.
Hello.
From New England, we have Sudzu 2200.
Hello.
From Great Britain, we have Rothko 42.
Hi.
And from US of A, we have myself, the Drowned God. Hey, this is episode number 4. We are going to talk about the new spoilers that just came out today. Jack, what do you think about the new dragon? Skithrit the Blight Dragon.
He's cool and he looks amazing. And it's nice that he's sporting the new Infect. I like the way you can pump him up with a black and give him haste, so you can go in for 4 poison counters straight away. And the best thing I think is that you can regenerate him for 2. So, yeah, and I'm sure there'll be a poison deck trying to work him in.
Rothko, what do you think?
Seems good. Seems about the right costing for poison creature. Yeah, looks good.
Sudzu.
I think it's good because he feels mythic. He seems rightly costed. I'm not sure how good his abilities are going to be. Regenerate's probably the better one. Haste seems iffy. Like, you probably should have just played it the turn before. I think he's competing with Malakir Bloodwitch is the main problem. I think Malakir Bloodwitch is probably still better than him. I'm sure this guy will see play somewhere. Maybe not in a tier 1 deck, but he'll see play.
My view of Skithrit the Blight Dragon is that I'm amazed that we have a Black Dragon again for only 5. Poison counters are definitely an amazing ability. If you were to hook up something like Grappling Hook that gave him double strike, you're almost there to winning the game.
If you put him down and pump him up, give him haste, you could also, like if he was in a blue-black deck and play Distortion Strike, which means you're going to be dealing 5 poison counters and it also makes him unblockable. And it's also a rebound, so you can do it again next turn. That's 10 poison counters.
Whoa. End game. Cool. And Tumble Magnet.
That is amazing, I think.
Pay 3, there's a battlefield with 3 charge counters on it. Tap it, remove a charge counter from Tumble Magnet, tap target artifact or creature.
It'll be good and limited.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see many of these in a limited at a time because they're going to be picked pretty high. But just because it goes into any deck being an artifact, and it's got a pretty powerful effect. It's not really going to be for the aggressive decks, but for a slow deck, tapping down something for 3 turns is pretty sweet. I think it's any constructed play.
Okay, in a control deck.
Like, I'm sure it'll do good effect in standard, but there's just better cards. Like, I'd rather play Jace than Tumble Magnet.
Yeah, okay.
That's for sure. Rothko, steady progress.
Seems good. I like that they're just putting Proliferate on just a draw card, nicely costed. I like it.
Very insightful. I think it's pretty good. The instant is really what makes the card. Sorcery, the card would be kind of boring.
Yeah.
How you can do things like they attack, and then you make your guy bigger with Proliferate, and then you block and win. And drawing a card just makes it really good.
Jack?
Yeah, I think that's awesome. The artwork is amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, I think the guy looks cool.
It's got good flavor, too.
I think it's great, and I'm definitely going to try and work it into my blue-white control deck. Card draw is always great, especially in control. If you get to pump up your Mind Sculptor, your Gideon, and now probably the new Elspeth and Venser's, that's a bonus.
I don't know. I don't think it has quite enough application just to be used for Planeswalkers. Seems a bit of a waste to proliferate.
Yeah, I think it needs, like, another card to work with before it gets good. But it's definitely very close to being playable at this point.
I'm sure someone's going to find a really great application for steady progress. Let's move on to our next card, Origin Spellbomb. What do you think, Dan?
He's alright. Doesn't really, like, make me excited about anything. 2 for a 1/1, and then you could draw a card if you pay 3. It never seems like it's that good. I guess it's, like, good with Sun Titan, I guess, if you want to, like, keep drawing cards and getting guys from your graveyard. But other than that, it's just inefficient, and it doesn't really seem that exciting. It's a limited card.
Be interesting to see what they do with the rest of the Spellbomb cycle. But, yeah, seems pretty meh.
Oh, damn, I was going to say meh.
Meh.
Meh. Meh.
It's official, guys. Origin Spellbomb is meh.
Meh.
Okay, cool. Now we'll get to what everybody wants to talk about. Elspeth Tirel. Okay, Jack, what do you think, Elspeth Tirel?
She's going to be really good, and she's going to replace old Elspeth, I'm sure, and blue-white and any other sort of Super Friends deck. Her +2 is pretty awful. Her -2 is pretty great. Her ultimate Yeah, it's good. Doesn't blow me away. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's good, but I don't know.
It's not going to just be a replacement for the first Elspeth. It doesn't fit in most places like she did. I think it will be good in like a heavy token deck. That'd be great, like a white weenie build. That'd be pretty awesome.
I could see her in a deck with Venser, where she's making tokens and he's making them unblockable, and you could have a Dresden Monument pumping them up and all that. I think that could be a good idea to start.
I think she's powerful. I don't know how she's going to replace old Elspeth. A big part of it is that she costs 5. Like with old Elspeth, you could play her, do something crazy, and then like Baneslayer next turn, and then they're just like, what do I do now? But now she's kind of like in that 5 slot where there are like better things, and her abilities are okay. The +2 ability doesn't really do anything. I mean, the only way I can see myself using that is against like red deck wins, or if I'm just trying to get to the ultimate. The second ability is pretty good, but it's kind of like awkward where first ability has synergy with the second ability, but you really don't want to be using the second ability and then the first ability. I think the second ability is her best ability. The -5 ability, the ultimate, it's pretty good. Problem is that you have to use the plus ability to get there. So it's like a waste of a turn, and then they can just easily bolt her off of the ultimate, and then you just kind of screwed over yourself when you could have gotten 3 tokens. I think she might see play depending on what else is in the format, but she's not as good as old Elspeth.
And the good thing is, I can't see her being played with as a 4-off, which is great.
No, she won't be a 4-off.
Get 2 and be happy.
Also, mono white. I didn't see that come in.
I told
I was
everyone...
almost certain she was going to be green white.
I swear.
Okay, very cool, guys. Let's talk about our next exciting Planeswalker, Venser the Sojourner. Spencer the Sojourner.
I am definitely drawing glasses on my own when I get them.
Yeah, Venser's pretty cool. His +2 it's pretty good. Some people don't think it's that great. But what I've learned about bounce effects that activate, like return to battlefield, like activate come into play things, is that they usually get really good. Like, there's so many silly things you can do, and there's so many possibilities for the next couple of sets as to what come into play abilities there are. I mean, we already got things like Sun Titan, crazy come into play effects that can be totally abused. The -1 is pretty okay. Like a red-green aggressive deck wants to have their guys unblockable, not like a blue-white slow deck. Like, yay, now my wall of omens are unblockable. And obviously the +8 probably going to actually see some play because it's not that far-fetched to get up to 8, and it totally just wins you the game like most of the ultimates. So yeah, it's a good card overall.
Rothko.
+2 ability is begging to have something fun done with it.
Yeah. I'm with Jack. I think he's an amazing Planeswalker. Just for, all the blue players, I'm sure they're super excited. It's going to make blue-white more sick than ever. I'm sorry?
None of the blue players have any money left to buy him.
Venser the Sojourner, pre-selling now at Star City Games for $50. Elspeth Tirel, pre-selling for $50. When Jace the Mind Sculptor only pre-sold for $25, so there's a lot of excitement and hype going on about this card.
I think it's partially because Jace is so much that, like, before, if Jace started pre-selling at like $50, everyone would be like, that's ridiculous, $50 is so much. Now that we have Jace, $50 doesn't seem that unreasonable because we have one that's like $80.
Yeah, now people are expecting this card to be even more. It's going to be so much in demand. There's so many players out there who see blue as the best color Magic to play. They love control. They want this card, even if you're not a pro. I think it has good synergy with creatures that give you Infect. I think it has good synergy with Gideon because of the unblockable feature. All the Titans. Blink in and out. Grave Titan. Get more dudes. Next turn, make all your creatures unblockable. You're swinging for lethal. It's crazy. Unless there's some kind of instant wrath or they wrath on their turn, it's going to be a really sick card. If you're playing blue-white, you're going to have this in your deck.
Blue-white is going to be amazing. Jace and Gideon, and then the new Elspeth and Venser. I think they're really synergistic. Elspeth makes her tokens. Venser bounces her, so she goes back up in loyalty.
Okay, guys, some real exciting cards. Can't wait to see what's coming out for the rest of the week. If you have an opinion on the new spoilers, please leave it in the comments below. This is the Drowned God for Mana Salsa.
Bye.
Okay, Jack, what do you think, Elspeth Tirel?
She is good.